Okay, so we're going to create a stop motion video here using the app Life Lapse. First things first, make sure you block all natural or ambient light coming into your scene. You want to have one constant light source. So I'm closing the curtains, I'm going to turn off this overhead light, and I'm using this constant light right here. This is a more expensive version of the one that I have linked on this presentation, but the one that I have linked here works perfectly fine. The reason being is because you don't want to have any flicker. If the light changes in any way, it's going to look like flickering. If you have one constant light, it's going to be perfectly smooth. Just trust me. Next, I'm going to mount my phone onto a tripod. You don't have to use a tripod. You could lean it up against, I don't know, a box or a coffee mug or anything else that'll just hold it steady. But since I'm doing a flat lay, I am using this tripod and the phone grip that came with my newer ring light so that it can be mounted overhead. Once I mount it like this, I am not going to touch it. Reason being is if your phone is not super tight in this tripod and you click the button to take a photo, you could bump the phone. If you bump the phone, if it moves in any way, you're going to ruin the video. Okay, open up the app. You're going to start a new project and then put your subject, which mine is the pumpkin, right in the middle of the screen. You're going to then tap it, see like I did there with the square, and what that's going to do is it's going to adjust the white balance, the exposure, and the focus. Then you're going to hit these three locks at the bottom, exposure, white balance, focus, and you're ready to go. Okay, why do we have to do this step? Let me take a step back real quick and explain it to you. What this is going to do is it's going to say, it's like you telling the camera, hey, this is what I want you to focus on the whole time, this pumpkin. Don't start focusing on the top left-hand corner of the board, because all of a sudden if your focus changes halfway through your stop motion, it's going to look like a mess. It's going to make sure that the color is correct, and it's going to make sure that your exposure is correct, meaning it's not too bright and it's not too dark. So just tap it. It'll auto adjust. You don't have to know how to do any of those individual settings yourself as long as you just hit those three locks. Okay, now that we have everything ready to go and we're ready to start taking photos, I'm going to use this little remote control. I'm not going to tap the screen because what happens if I accidentally bump the phone? So every time I move the pumpkins just the slightest bit, I click that remote control and take another picture. And this goes on and on for as long as I want. I believe this particular stop motion is made of 78 images, which is a really, really short one. It just depends on what kind of movement you're looking for and how long you want your video to be. Okay, so here is a feature that is really the reason why I like Life Lapse so much. See this ghost feature? It's a very faint image of the photo that you took before. So you take a photo, and then you move on to the next, but it shows you this faint image of the previous photo so that you can make slight tweaks. See how I just turn it just a little bit? It helps you to be able to plan what your next move is or go back to the exact same spot where your subject was previously. It is awesome. So I continue to move the pumpkins just slightly every single shot until they're off screen. And then I'm going to hit this little play symbol, the arrow at the top right corner, when my video is finished. And then it's going to give me the option to adjust the speed. See the speed option at the bottom toolbar? I can either go slow, medium, or fast. I like to usually put it at full speed because that looks the most smooth to me. But it's up to you and what kind of look and feel you're going for. So choose your speed. And then you're going to hit download at the very top, and it will download it to your phone as a GIF or a video. Keep in mind that you must download it as a video as if it's for Instagram, as Instagram will not upload GIFs as posts.